Good morning, John here from the Wildlife of Johns. This morning's video is about sea fishing for beginners. Are you a new fisherman or woman, or do you have kids that you want to take fishing? Have you always wanted to try sea fishing, or have your kids been nagging you to go down and do some sea fishing? What this video basically is, there's thousands of people that fish worldwide, probably millions. Fishing is a big business, there's lots of money in fishing and there's lots of different gears you can buy. So what I'm trying to do today is make it easy for you. If you're brand new to fishing, or you haven't fished for a lot of years, or your kids are really interested in fishing, I want to tell you what really works for me. A really cheap rig, a really cheap setup that gives you a really good chance of catching fish. So I've fished with various rigs over the years. This is Sea Fishing Mind. I've fished in ponds, rivers, lakes. I've fished off boats. I've fished with spinners, floats, dead baits. But today we're talking about sea fishing. So this morning's video is about fishing from the pier or from the beach. So what I've found that works really well over the years, as I say, I've fished for years and years and years, 25 years as a kid. I'm not saying I know everything. I definitely don't know everything. But something that has always worked for me. So these cost £2. So I'll show you the picture of them. It's a double hook flapper rig. So this is not an advert for anything. Nobody's paying me for this. This is just what I think. So these are from different suppliers. But if you have a look at the diagram, basically you've got two swivels coming off the line with two hooks on. And at the bottom there's a clip at the bottom for your sinker. I always use a weight or a sinker with spikes on. There's lots of different words for them, lots of different names. So try and find that's a 5-ounce sinker, 5-ounce weight with spikes on. The idea is when you cast it out, especially on the beach, it hooks onto the ground or the seaweed or the sand or anywhere onto rocks. When you get a bite and you give it a yank, it breaks away, or like this. So they break away so you can pull it back in again. And when you go to cast again, you just reset these spikes and then you're ready to go again. They're about £2 each, right? And the rigs in question, these are the 2 hook flapper rigs. These are from different suppliers. I buy mine off Amazon or eBay or anywhere. You can go into angling shops anywhere and you'll find these 2 hook flapper rigs. As I say again, a lot of people are passionate about fishing, their ideas and what they think works. 1 or 2 or 3 or hooks, whatever works for you. I filmed a video 2 days ago using this rig. This had 1 or hooks on. I'll put that video in the description so you can see how I got on. I was fishing for about an hour and I caught 2 whiting, and these were 1 or hooks. Maybe the 2 or hooks are slightly better, but anyway, any size hook, I would suggest a 2 hook flapper rig and a spiky sinker. The sinker's about £2 and the rigs are about £2. So the full rig is £4. And I'll go away with 1 rig. Sometimes when you're practicing, when you're just a beginner, they will snap off. You'll either snap them off when you're snagged up or you'll snap them off when you're casting. But as you get more experienced, you shouldn't lose many. So about £4 and you get a good day's fishing. What I do find works a lot is worms of any kind. Ragworm, lugworm always works. You can dig your own lugworm or you can buy wrapped up in newspaper frozen lugworm. Black lug it usually is, Welsh black lug. This is bait elastic. If you're going to use fish like mackerel or sardines, you need to get the elastic. You can just hook right onto these hooks with lugworm without elastic, but they won't last as long. So to have less casts and less chance of you losing the rig, just get yourself some elastic. I think this is £2 as well. So it'll be 2 or £6. This elastic will last you quite a few fishing trips. And these rigs should last you a few trips as well. Yeah, there are thousands of different fishermen and women all over the world with different ideas. People will tell you this is wrong, this is what works for me. It's a simple rig to set up, it's easy to hook, it's easy to put the bait on. These sinkers, you can buy them anywhere. It doesn't matter what size they are. People say 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or just find what works for you. These were 1 or hooks. I'll put the video in the description from a couple of days ago when I caught them whiting. These were 1 or hooks. These are 2 O's. I'll get them out quickly and show you what they look like. So all it is, it's a swivel at the top that you tie onto your line, and then you've got a swivel that comes off the side with a hook on, and then another swivel and then a clip at the bottom. So this clip is where you clip your sinker, and then you've got 2 hooks, and that's all there is. So you just take this sinker, clip the clip off like that, simply. Click that on like that, and clip that clip across, and that's your sinker on. So when you're finished, you can unhook the sinker take it off. Take the rest of the bait off your rig that you're not using. Wrap them back up like this. I'll try and do this in without any cuts so you can see how thick it is. Keep this plastic. Oh, push it back in. There you go, and that's ready for next time. That's how easy it is. If you don't have a rod and reel yet, you should get the rod, the reel with the line on, like a beginner setup, for somewhere between 40 and 60 pounds. At various places, online or in fishing shops, you should get a reel with line on and a rod, about 12 or 14 foot rod. Fishing from the beach, I would use 14 foot. From piers, 12 foot would be fine. So would 10 foot, but you can't cast as far. And when you're going to go fishing, make sure you look for high tide and you want to be on the pier or on the beach about 2 to 3 hours before, about 2 hours before. When the tide's flooding, for the 2 hours before high tide, all the fish come in to feed. So if you're a beginner watching this video, get yourself some cheap 2-hook flapper rigs and weights. Get yourself on the beach or on the pier 2 hours before high tide. Get your baits in there. Use the bait elastic if you want, lugworm or ragworm. But mainly get out there and have a good time. Tight lines and have a good time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.